Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I've had quite a few people in the last few days with me talking about some of this stuff with bodybuilding and the hypocrisy of YouTube channels jump up and say, Jason, isn't it hypocritical though that you're not lean, that you're fat, that you're what I consider to be obese? You have too much body fat, you're over 20% body fat, and that's hypocritical of you to talk about them doing that when you are yourself representing something that's unfit. Why don't you do something about it? You know what? That's a fantastic question, isn't it? You know what? That's a good point, and I'm not going to disagree with that point that people make. In fact, I own that. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. Yeah, the thing is, though, guys, I have been losing weight. Like, people are saying, why don't you do something? Here's the difference. I'm not just talking about it. I am doing it. I'm doing it. I've dropped 30 pounds this year already. And people are saying, oh, you're over 20% body fat. I don't think I am. Now, I would need another DEXA scan to confirm that I'm under 20%, but I honestly believe I am under 20% body fat now. I think I'm in the high 19s, just basing off the fact that last time I was 22% body fat, like 22.0 on a DEXA scan. I've lost 7 pounds since then. Right? I'm down to 223 right now. People are even noticing, a lot of the regular viewers are noticing my face is starting to get leaner, my arms are getting leaner. I'm definitely losing body fat, and you know what? I've admitted publicly several times that that's been a bit hypocritical of me to carry around the amount of body fat, particularly being a 41-year-old man. Me to sometimes carry around the amount of body fat I've had, particularly in the last couple of years on this channel, is a bit hypocritical, right? The thing is that I've owned that, I've admitted that, and I am actually in the process of taking action to correct that. The difference is I'm not going to starve myself. I mean, if we're going to talk about health and fitness, we also shouldn't be promoting rapid weight loss. Meaning, I don't think if we're going to talk about health and fitness, if someone needs to lose weight, losing 1 to 2 pounds a week is perfectly reasonable, right? I mean, so again, it would be hypocritical if I tried to, I don't know, use a bunch of drugs to suppress my appetite. Maybe a bunch of nicotine patches, use some thyroid hormones, whatever, starve myself, go on some tren, go on a 1,500 calorie diet, right? I mean, if I did that, I would lose weight more quickly, but isn't that hypocritical too? You know, it's like people will do that and then put you in a catch-22. It's like, yeah, I'm aware that my body fat has been at an unacceptable level, and I've admitted that, and I'm actually physically in the process, visibly, where people can see it, they can tell, that I am actively eating better. I'm actively eating a very clean, very healthy diet right now. I mean, some people would argue my protein's too high. I get that. From a health perspective, some people say, well, you're eating too much protein. Okay, but I'm also in a weight loss phase. Protein overfeeding is beneficial when in a caloric deficit if you want to maintain muscle and strength. Again, this is a fitness channel. I am a lifter. I do care about my performance. I do care about my strength. That's another reason I'm losing weight, to be better as a lifter, to maybe later on be in a better weight class to where I can perform better in my sport. So there's a multifold benefit there. I'm not just doing it for health. Health is a big part of it, right? Health and fitness is a big part of it, and it needs to be. But I'm also doing it to be a better athlete, which again falls into the area of fitness. Doing something that improves your health and makes you a better athlete, well, that's definitely what we're talking about with fitness. But I'm in the process of doing. And again, people right now are like, well, you're only midway through that process. Okay, fair enough. But I am in the doing. And at what point do people stop saying that? In other words, people can tell I'm losing weight. At what point do they say, okay, you're right, you're now healthier? And at what point do they say, well, you're still being a hypocrite? You know, when there's a physical process to correcting something like that, and it's not something you can do magically overnight. It does take time, unless you want to do some sort of really unhealthy rapid weight loss. It makes you lose muscle, that's bad for you, everything else. So yeah, at this point, I'm only losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, but I am doing so. Like I said, I'm down to 223. I've said that this year I want to be 210 or lower, and that I may not even stop there, right? I may not even stop there. I'm committed to that. I'm eating extremely clean. I'm living on, basically, I'm filling up on chicken breast and vegetables most of the day, right? That's basically what I'm using to fill up. But as far as that goes, I'm essentially living on lean proteins, lean protein sources, lots of vegetables, lots of fruit, lots of nuts, right? And then when I say lean protein, I mean meat and dairy, fat-free dairy, yogurts, things like that. Lean cuts of meat, chicken breast, really lean cuts of steak, turkey, things like that, that aren't fried. They're either baked or cooked on my Foreman grill. So I'm eating, again, a very clean diet, rich in vitamins and minerals, getting lots of nutrients, lots of fiber, not deficient in anything. I actually look at that and make sure that my diet is really rich in all the vitamins and minerals I need. I'm not sitting around eating a bunch of processed junk, and I'm tracking what I'm eating. So isn't that what we're talking about as far as fitness goes? And the scale is going down every week. So in that regard, I've admitted and owned my previous hypocrisy, and I am physically every single day taking steps to correct that, not just because of the hypocrisy but because of the actual real benefits of it, because I need to be healthier. I want to be healthier, not just to set a better example for other people, but because I would like to live a longer, fuller life. Right, there's benefits to me for it that go way beyond my outreach, way beyond what I teach other people, way beyond the money that I'll make from it, because I will make more money from it, right? I'm a YouTuber. I get leaner with abs. I lose another 15 pounds of body fat from where I'm at now. It'll make me more money. So there's all of that, but there's also the quality of life benefits that I will get just from being healthier. I can honestly say that now, once I got under 230, I do notice my energy feels better. I breathe better. I feel better. Right? I feel better. Now, I am a little tired sometimes because I'm in a caloric deficit, but I feel better. I feel good. I can feel the difference. And I want to continue that because I want to continue to improve. I do want to be healthier. So here's the difference, though, guys. I'm standing here saying, yeah, you guys are right. Here's my hypocrisy. I'm owning it. I'm owning that hypocrisy. I'm admitting this has historically not been a good thing. I haven't always promoted perfect health and fitness on this channel. That I recognize that I haven't done so. And I want to actually rectify it, and I'm every single day taking steps to rectify that because I know I need to do it, because I know it's hypocritical and I know it's bad for me not to. And I've taken the same stance when it comes to strength sports. I've mentioned that with strength sports. I might love powerlifting and stuff, but there's a certain threshold to where I do have to detach from the hardcore powerlifting world and say, hey, that's not health and fitness either. I don't need to be promoting that actively. Right, I don't need to be promoting that actively because, again, if my message wants to be fitness, I need to be careful of doing that because I don't want to push people down a path towards becoming really obese powerlifters, towards abusing large amounts of drugs to compete in a sport. So that's something that I have to be aware of also, and I'm being careful about. So here's my question. Now, all the people out there who pointed that out and said, yeah, you're being a hypocrite. Okay, so yeah, here I am. You're right. You guys are right. You have a valid point. That is valid criticism. It's criticism that I've already taken to heart. It's criticism I've recognized and I'm actually in the process of fixing. So all the people who are saying that that's hypocritical, now why don't you guys go tell all the channels who are promoting professional bodybuilding that they're being hypocritical. So hold them to the same standard to which you are holding me. Right? This has been brought to my attention by multiple people. I am holding myself accountable for those actions, and I am changing what I'm doing and what I'm promoting because it's hypocritical, because it's not fitness, and because people are right in that criticism. So now hold all these other channels to that same standard. All these people who are promoting serious competitive bodybuilding, hold them to the same standard that you've just held me to. Because, again, the standard that I've recognized and accepted, I've accepted that criticism and I've owned it and said, people are right. That's valid criticism of me. I need to change. I need to do something about it. And it's going to be a long process, and I'm midway through that process. And eventually, when I am there and I'm at a body fat that everyone but the craziest bodybuilders who think you need to be 6% body fat to not be obese, when I reach that threshold, and I will, because I'm committed to it, then what? Then am I a hypocrite because I used to be a hypocrite and addressed it and fixed it? No. But the people who are still promoting bodybuilding, they're still going to be hypocrites, aren't they? All the people who are talking about IFBB pros and worshiping bodybuilding and competitive bodybuilding and people abusing drugs, massive amounts of drugs, people getting down to 6% body fat, which is dangerous for you even for short periods of time. People who are promoting all of that, they're still going to be doing that, aren't they? So they'll still be hypocrites. And I expect every single one of the people who've accused me of the hypocrisy, in all fairness, I expect you to now go hold those people to the same standards and say that to them. Particularly as I become less hypocritical when I reach the goals in your eyes. And that's fair. I think that's totally fair to then tell everyone out there, okay, you guys said that, now go after all these people promoting bodybuilding, right? For the exact same reasons that they're being hypocritical. And maybe, just maybe, if they see their own hypocrisy, they'll change the way that I have, right? Hold them to the same standard. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.